Hello, my name is Daniel, and I wanted to make a quick video briefly talking about impermanent loss in regards to yield farming, as well as talking about how to determine your daily return potential based on the farm APR, as well as how to find the value of your LP tokens. Now, depending on the value of each token in the pair, you will end up with different amounts of tokens compared to how much you started with. This is called impermanent loss, which is the change in price of each token relative to what it was when the liquidity was initially provided. Let's say Earnable became much more valuable during your farming period and you decided to remove your liquidity and break your LP. You will have less earnable tokens when you come out of the farm, but will have more Suteku since the value of each token in the pairing always needs to be equal. This is something you should always keep in mind, so make sure you only farm with what you're comfortable losing. To determine what your return potential would be per day, you can use the following formula, which I have here on a notepad. As you can see from my examples, in order to calculate your daily return, you'd basically take your initial investment amount, multiply it by the APR, divide that by 100, and then divide that by 365. So for a $100 investment, you would be getting $1.35 per day, or $9.52 per week, or $41.27 per month. If your initial investment was $1,000, you would see $13.57 per day, $95.25 per week, or $412.79 per month. In order to determine the value of your LP tokens, we will need to know two things. First, the total liquidity of the pool for the farm, and the total number of LP tokens created for that pool. The total liquidity can be found on the farm's page to the right of the APR. In order to find the total number of LP tokens for the farm, we need to know the contract address for the farm, which we can find by checking one of the transactions used to add liquidity on BSC scan. Now, for the sake of keeping this video short, I have already found the contract for the Suteku Earn farm, and I will use that to show you that we have a total of 22.080337 LP. Now that we know the total number of LP we have, as well as the amount of liquidity we have, in order to calculate the LP value, what we will need to do is divide the total amount of liquidity, which is currently $8,000, by the total number of LP tokens. Now, based on this calculation, we see that each LP will currently be worth about $362.31. One way that we can actually track the number of tokens we have in the pool is to unstake the LP tokens, press the button to remove liquidity, and then move the slider to 100%. This will show us the exact quantity of each token we receive back if we continue and process the transaction to remove liquidity. If we do not want to remove our liquidity at this time, we can just go back to the farm's page and stake the LP tokens to continue earning returns. I hope this short video has helped you in understanding different ways that you can actually make use of the information that the farm page provides.